how much primer we need.
It's like an AC bus bar setup right there.
I don't remember.
In times of heroes, in times like these, I wish I could fly.
Last week, we finally finished sanding the bottom of the boat.
Life comes to
Started fairing with green fluff, and then took the kids to play at the beach.
come alive.
I'm bored. Just we're at the boat again, working, and this is what we're doing. We become what we think about. That's what we're doing, thinking about things.
It's always fascinating to see things from their perspective. That's exactly what we're doing, thinking about things. So this is how much primer we need.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here on the mat, recording myself because I'm bored.
You want to get cozy?
At some point in the past, the Freon had leaked out of this unit. Is there water in those hoses?
Not that I've seen.
It's a little cozy in here for both of us.
It's also a little warm.
Got a fan running, the open.
Personal pet peeve. When you put screws in, don't spin the heads out. If you do, pull the dang thing out and put a new screw in, because when you go back in or somebody else goes back in later to pull them out and all the heads are stripped out, real pain in the butt.
So this project is about taking out the air conditioning. What we've decided to do is to remove the air conditioners. The biggest reason is that we plan on being at anchor most of the time and we don't have the power to run them because they need AC power. Oh, Todd just broke something.
A screw.
That wouldn't come out?
Yes. So now, the only thing left to pull out is AC plug, if we can figure out where it's wired to.
Figure it out?
Let's see where it goes. I haven't seen anybody do this for AC. See that thing? Cover right there? That looks like an AC bus bar setup right there. So, that is crazy. A whole bunch of neutrals, a whole bunch of hots. I can't tell where it's broken, but where's that meter? Light on it. I'm getting 30 volts across it, which is a weird number for AC. This one here, this top one, is the one that turned the light off in there. So let me hook a meter up to it and you can flip it off and we'll see if it turns it off.
Okay, here goes nothing. The top one?
The one that I showed you.
I didn't look.
Well, what the hell was the point of that?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Alright.
In my defense, this breaker does say Which refrigerator.
This top one right there.
I think I got it this time.
Alright.
It's off.
Well, I dropped from 115 to 59. What did you just do? Hit your head on something?
I just hit my head on this corner.
I had nothing to do with that.
Okay, what did it do? We got fans blowing and I can't hear you.
It dropped from 115 to 60. It's like so hard to tell if it's fully on.
Is it off?
I don't know. It's still measuring like 44 volts.
Why?
I don't know. It's got some leakage, cross leakage from somewhere.
Just bad wiring?
So many things I don't know if there's more than one breaker hook to it or not.
Can't we just turn off the main?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to work either. So,
Why?
if you want to try that, we can try that. But
Okay.
theoretically, we'll have to zero. Then we won't have anything in here to...
Well, but we would know.
Hey, wait until I tell you to.
Okay, that's not the main, that's just all the breakers.
Turn off the main. I'm still getting 19 volts.
There's no power. Everything's off.
Yep. Turn it back on.
The main?
Yep. And the fans, except for this one. I want the air conditioner back on. It's starting to die. This boat has had many wiring modifications in the past, and they may not have been done correctly. This can lead to stray voltage where it shouldn't be, which sometimes makes it difficult to trace problems.
I see you.
Hi.
Maybe we need to turn this off? That is off.
Looks like this goes into that, which is weird.
If we hadn't been sure before, we now were positive all of the wiring has to be replaced. What is that? A bees thing?
Those are
Mud daubers? They're everywhere. The wind is blowing through the hatches. It feels really good today. So the question I have is, do I just keep it rolling and maybe we catch Todd being electrocuted? You're not funny.
Oh, see my hair? It's already happened once today.
Electrocuted?
Is this what I have to do to be on my dreams?
The breaker on or off right now? Off.
Or so it seems.
That is totally weird. I'm getting voltage readings from 24, 48, 75, 89, like 89 with it on, and then it drops down to like 48 with it off and 24 with it off. So I got something weird wiring going on here, some cross leakage of some voltage coming from somewhere. I got to figure out where it is. What a pain. This is my hornet's nest of wires. Got it.
Okay, now remember, the whole point of this was to remove the air conditioner.
Maybe.
Can't reach it?
When I lean over, it falls over, so hang on. Wires?
Those
That's side cuts.
wires. I don't see the wires.
The wangled head. There we go. One half.
That's half of it?
Well, you have the compressors, the other half up in the front.
Oh, okay.
The V-berth.
I thought you meant there was another part in that closet. I'm like, what?
These don't work as well if the tip broke off. And it's a pain. Another thing you're not supposed to have on a boat, right? I mean, just splices in the middle of the line that aren't weather tight, watertight, sealed. heat shrink tubed or anything. They're all zip tied together, I'm sure. Everywhere.
I don't understand why they do that. Is that like
Everything's supposed to be anchored every certain distance so that it doesn't move and vibrate. So yes. How are you supposed to lift with your knees and not your back if you can't reach down and grab it to pick it up? So what they've done is fiberglass the floor and then cut a limber hole through this wood panel for any water to drain, which then goes to the other side, which is not fiberglassed, which causes that floor to get wet and then rots it out.
Well, that hole, that thing you're calling limber hole, is not actually a limber hole. It's where the pipes went through for the air conditioning unit. It's not a limber hole.
All right.
It wasn't meant to have water.
This was meant to be a clean, dry storage
this is
compartment.
Supposed to be clean and dry.
All right.
But because of the water intrusion at the anchor locker, it probably got water in here. Now what, fearless leader?
Yeah, now what? I mean, what this needs is this needs to be fiberglassed up in here, and then it needs to have a hole drilled that will allow the water to actually go down into the actual bilge, so that anything that does get in here has somewhere to go that doesn't pool up against wood and rot it. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look too good.
That is the veneer. That's basically our teak and holly veneer. Well, if I flip it over this way, well, I guess I can't. That is the top. That's the teak and holly veneer that goes on top of this right here. So this is the marine plywood floor, and it's still pretty solid, you know. It's not perfect. It's a little wet right here. It's not perfect, but it's still pretty firm, you know. The surface has got a little bit of damage, but the rest of it's pretty good shape. But out here, this part is not. That's pretty soft right there. So
why did we do this? Sometimes it's easier to just not know.
we'll link to our video called Project Creep because that's what happens is you start a project and then it's like, oh, I need to go a little bit further here. Oh, because this is open now, I need to look at that. You know, we knew we had to deal with this at some point anyway. It'll actually be easier to deal with having the air conditioner gone and having this open. So we're on the downhill side as far as that goes anyway. But why did we do this? Because it needed to be done, I guess. You know.
Oh, what a mess. How low can you go?
Not much lower. Especially when I'm hooked on stuff.
This is why it's good to have a small person that does the dirty work.
Yeah, where is she? She got home from Alaska and now she's sick.